We're here in Brooklyn, New York City. It's John Bush, Sovereign BTC Podcast. We're on the Uncoinventional Living Tour, uncoinventional.com. And we just stopped in at an Italian restaurant here on 5th Avenue and 1st Street called Aperitivo Cafe and Bar. And they accept Bitcoin directly. Well, it was a bit of it's kind of a pain in the butt actually to get the Bitcoin payment through. The other place that we ate at that accepted Bitcoin directly was Thomas Foolery in Washington, D.C. And they just had a QR code on the wall, send the payment there, and I actually sent the wrong amount because my calculation was off, and the person working there had to get on the phone with the owner, and the owner said, oh, he owes another 0.01 Bitcoin, and so I sent it to him. And this place, the manager was on duty. She had no idea about how to do the Bitcoin, so I had to get on the phone with the owner there. And at first he was trying to tell me to send him my email address, and we could pay for it like that, but my client doesn't really have an email address that I use to accept or send payments. So he was kind of confused, and he ended up sending me a Coinbase invoice. So I logged in with one Coinbase account that I have, and the Coinbase invoice had a little button that said complete invoice. So I clicked it, and it automatically deducted the Bitcoins. I didn't know that would deduct the Bitcoins. I thought I was going to have to send some Bitcoin to that Coinbase account from my blockchain wallet and then pay for it that way. It took a while. He seemed like he was frustrated with me on the phone. And I just noticed that one more thing. At the Holiday Inn, the woman behind the register also, she wasn't familiar with Bitcoin. We were the first transaction there. So it seems like we're still way early on in the adoption phase. And there are businesses that are accepting Bitcoin directly, but they haven't really given their employees adequate training to be able to process the payments without the help of the owner, who's usually the advocate or the Bitcoin enthusiast. So I've talked to each one of these companies about BitPay, because BitPay seems like it would make it the easiest. And the Holiday Inn did use BitPay. And the woman behind the register, never having done it before, she said she received minimal training. She was able to make it happen instantly. She pulled up the invoice, put the information in the invoice for BitPay. I came around the counter, scanned it, boom, it was done. She did it all by her lonesome without any need for help from the owner. The other two spots had to get the owner on the phone. You know, if they're not available, that's not very convenient. It took like 20 minutes for me to process the transaction today. So I think the lesson is there's a lot of need for training and training applications. And the lesson for any merchants that are accepting Bitcoin is make sure your employees are ready and able and knowledgeable about how to use the equipment. Sure, these businesses probably aren't getting a whole lot of Bitcoin customers, but I think moving forward it's going to continue to grow, especially in places like New York City, Austin, Texas, apparently Cambridge, Massachusetts, the Boston area has a lot of use. So for you business owners out there, maybe consider doing some trainings. I know businesses always do their little Visa compliance trainings, and everyone's trained up on how to use that stuff. Take the extra time and due diligence to get them trained up. And for any entrepreneurs out there in the Bitcoin space, there's a void, there's a need for training tools, materials, for people to come out and actually train the staff. So that's my 2 cents. We just ate at the restaurant. The food was great, service was subpar, but we were able to pay in Bitcoin. And we continue on our Uncoinventional tour. Check us out at uncoinventional.com. As I always say about this time, use Bitcoin, live free, and prosper. Peace. I'm out.